welcome to another stream. Today we're going to be doing the Stanley Parable 2. What is the Stanley Parable 2? If you know anything about the Stanley Parable 1, it's the same thing. So basically, I was playing it the other day, and I wanted to see if there's any other cool things I missed, and just not stream it, but test it out. And it led to an ending that was basically the narrator going into him wanting to make a better Stanley Parable than the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, which led to this screen and a bunch of new features like a bucket that makes me feel good, a hole, collectibles, stuff like that. So I just wanna record and talk through it.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
Yay!
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong.
Something was very wrong.
Frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
You can see my new crosshair as well. I'm the settings champion or something like that. It was very interesting. We unlocked, what's it called? Bumpscosity. That's one we unlocked. I have no clue what that does. But I'm here to check out what else there is new. I mean, it was like 2 hours of me doing that, so maybe I already checked out all the new stuff and this is just gonna be like a short little thing. But I don't know. Just balloons.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Get well someday.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I swear
no
there's a way
matter
to get
how hard
up.
Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Yeah, my mouse sensitivity seems like crazy high as well. Oh, okay. Let's change that to 4. There we go. The bucket of destiny.
The confusion
Hello.
and the chaos all seemed to melt away as Stanley embraced the bucket.
Oh, this bucket. This bucket is amazing.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly
I'm
to
going
his
right.
chest.
I didn't even need to
this
listen
was
to
not the correct way to the meeting room. But Stanley had felt the
I think
bucket
I'll go.
calling to him,
I went
telling him
one way the
that
last
the
time,
employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was.
Here.
Had the bucket turned out to be correct?
Skip
no,
it. Nope.
Never mind. The bucket
No.
was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
I'm going forward.
No,
Manly
said the bucket.
Don't go to the meeting room.
Bucket,
go somewhere
your voice
else.
sounds
The cargo
yucky.
lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo
There
lift.
are collectibles here. Also, there's a vent. Collectibles. Collectible time. My first Stanley Parable collectible item. Hello, Stanley.
You found one of them. One of the miniature Stanley figurines. Remember,
Now I just had to
no
find a
reward for
bunch
collecting
more.
all of these, only the intrinsic pleasure of a job well done. You can't buy that sort of happiness, Stanley. God
More
knows I
and more.
tried. So, I implore you to savor each and every moment
This
you
is
come
amazing.
across one
I
of these
love this.
beautiful figurines.
Look at that little Sherlock Holmes. No, I'll never get to look at it again. How awful. And there's not even a collectible menu. Okay. This is very interesting. The controls are shit, so I might fall. Oh, I'm gonna fall no matter what. Where am I going? What the hell? A new place. How did I get here? Oh, this is interesting. What does that say? Narrator dialogue. Oh wow, that's a lot of it. Look at all this new gameplay stuff. Wow. And I thought I saw everything. I haven't streamed this in forever because of that. I thought I did everything. I did not. Uh-huh.
Okay.
Evidence number 252.
This is day number 295. Tape number... I don't even know.
What the hell is about to
I've
happen?
lost track. Nothing feels real anymore. The longer I study this bucket, the less sense anything makes. The sheer euphoria I feel.
I'm pretty sure someone just followed me, so
every
thank
time I pick it up. No matter how many times I've done
it just doesn't tell me for some
it's
reason.
always the same feeling.
What is happening?
And the emptiness in my chest.
I think the bucket
when I
is...
set it down. It doesn't
The
make
bucket is like the
sense.
SCP drug. That's
There's
what I think.
no explanation for it.
We just need it so badly.
I still haven't figured out why I see the world so differently when this bucket is in my arms.
That's kind of scary because he must be dead because I have the bucket.
Everything feels so... What do I do with this treasure?
It's like the Lord of the Rings ring of power.
I can monetize it.
Yeah, monetize it.
It's unthinkable the amounts of
This is
money
weird.
people will pay
This is
for
so
even
weird.
just an hour with the bucket. This is my golden ticket. But I have to be careful, because as soon as this gets out,
God.
there's going to be a target on my back. Even now, I don't know who might be trying to get... What's that?
Immediately after talking
there?
about it? The hell is this supposed to mean? What is happening? I think he got eaten by demon. Oh, and a full restart after that. All right, so guys, we have to keep an eye out for collectibles. The collectibles are
all of his co-workers were gone.
collectible.
What could it mean? Stanley
Meeting
decided
today.
to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had
I'll take the
warmth
bucket.
spread through Stanley's arms.
Something
With the
about
bucket in his arms again,
This is
he was
making me
home.
feel nice.
Stanley clutched
go
the bucket
right
tightly to
again.
This was not the correct way to
Although
the
I
meeting
want to go
room.
left.
But Stanley had felt the bucket calling to
Honestly,
him,
I have
telling
no
him
clue what's
that
happening.
the employee
All the new
lounge
update
was
stuff
simply
should
the
be in
place
here
to
now.
be.
Like the
And
holes
here it
and the-
was. Had the bucket
thing
turned out to
is
be
from
correct,
the ending that
was
I never
this
showed
no-
anyone that
never
watched the
mind.
stream.
The bucket was wrong.
I think we'll go
Stanley
straight
took the door on
again.
his left to go back to the meeting
Unless
room.
there was collectibles there.
No,
Okay.
Said the
Oh.
bucket.
don't go to the
Now.
meeting room. Go somewhere else.
No, on the lift.
The cargo lift, yes. Good.
Said the bucket.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because
should
buckets
listen to
can't
the bucket.
talk. But Stanley chose not to think about
Instead
this
of following.
obvious fact. He was firmly convinced
I
that
could
the
fall.
bucket had spoken
I
to
could
him,
fall.
and he unthinkingly did whatever the
I'm not
bucket
going.
asked.
I'm going to. The bucket tells me something, I'll do the opposite. I'm just disobedient, I guess. What does the bucket have to say about this one? God, I hope I don't
No,
get back
stop.
into the loop.
Look there on the wall. You see, there's a sign right there.
Oh,
it says,
no
no
buckets
buckets
past
past
this
this point. Stanley,
there
how could you think
always?
it was okay to bring the bucket here? Unless, what if the problem is that you actually don't know what is a bucket and what isn't a bucket? I
Ah,
suppose
yes,
that
bucket.
would explain a lot about your behavior up to this point. Which,
Okay,
if
what
that's
is a
true,
bucket?
well, my goodness, I think we have to do something about it. This
A
misunderstanding
bucket.
could have dire consequences on the entire rest of the game if not addressed quickly and properly.
Yes.
So much of the impact of the story is dependent on your understanding of what is and isn't a bucket. Please, step in here for a moment.
But I want to go through here. Okay. What's through here? Okay. Oh my god. What is this? Is this a bucket?
Now then,
question mark?
I'm going to run you through some test scenarios, and you'll tell me whether or not the thing I'm showing you is a bucket. Simple enough, right? This should tell us everything we'll ever need to know about what is or is not a bucket. Okay, let's begin.
There's probably a million answers.
Item 1. Is this a bucket?
It has a handle. It has metal. I feel like it's more of a container.
Correct.
Yes.
It is a hologram of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
Okay.
Item 2. Is this a bucket?
Can I get a closer look at it? This one's a bucket.
Incorrect. It is a 3D printed recreation of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
I sensed the first one was a container, but it was just a joke. This one's a container. Okay, that means third time's the charm.
Is this a bucket?
No.
Incorrect.
Oh, it was a bucket.
This is a bucket.
I bet you there's some way to tell. One more time.
Item 4. Is this a bucket?
It has wheels and a diesel engine and a whole cab. Yeah, it feels like a bucket. Oh.
Are you hallucinating? This is a tractor. It's an enormous machine that tills the earth.
Okay.
I thought this was a gimmick.
Oh,
how on earth did you manage to screw it up? Absolutely incredible.
I was thinking.
Let's just move on to the next one.
I was thinking it had wheels and a cab and lights and switches.
Is this a bucket?
Yes.
Correct.
See, I knew it. See, it has wheels and a cab and a wheel, and that means it's a bucket. Of course. If you think otherwise, then you're just wrong.
Item 6.
This is not a bucket.
Is this a bucket?
I would be stupid if it was not a bucket. If it was.
Trick question. Both. Gotcha.
What's that chair facing that way for? Doesn't even make sense.
Wait, hold on. I can't find the next one. Let me see. It should be around here somewhere.
Did I do it right? I need a perfect score on buckets. That's a bucket.
Okay, you and I both know there isn't anything here. And I don't appreciate the implication that nothing is a bucket when we both clearly know that a bucket is something, and therefore nothing could possibly be something. Unless, in your twisted mind, have you somehow convinced yourself that a bucket is nothing? Answer me straight, Stanley. Do you believe that nothing is a bucket?
Oh, this is a difficult answer. One my mother and father taught me. Yes! I knew it.
You know what?
Nothing
I'm
is
too
a
confused to even sort it out. I've lost all sense of perspective. What is a bucket? What isn't a bucket? Mere moments ago, I could answer these questions with confidence.
Now you don't even know.
And yet now I'm somewhat adrift. Do any of us know what a bucket is? Am I a bucket?
I could be.
Stanley, I can't keep doing this.
Yes.
I'm losing myself, and myself was all I ever had to begin with.
He was a bucket.
I'm afraid the bucket is threatening to tear our relationship apart. I can't have that. I'm sorry. But I'm going to erase all buckets from the game entirely.
Aw, what the fuck?
Here we go.
What? No. 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 My crosshair's still
What happened? Is everything gone? Why did everything disappear? Wait,
I think he erased everything except for the bucket.
Every single thing in the game was a bucket. Oh my God.
I can walk around,
though. How could... Except me. I'm not a bucket after all. And you, Stanley, you're still here. You're not a bucket either. Oh, this is wonderful news.
My plasma crosshair.
Yes, I actually feel much more at ease right now. It's delightful
Can you bring back
to
everything
get some
that was a
clarity on
bucket?
that issue, but it doesn't change the fact that we haven't got a game. So, tell you what, I'll reset everything and we'll put back all of the buckets, okay? And we'll know that it's all a bucket. But if you run into anyone else, maybe don't mention that. Who knows what that information might do to a person? All right, here we go.
All right. What the bucket ending? That was...
All of his co-workers were gone.
Confusing.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps
I bet you if I walk
missed a
past the
memo.
bucket without picking it up, something happens. But
Stanley picked up the bucket and smiled. He'd never be alone
we
again.
haven't
not
used the
truly
bucket
alone.
enough to
not
not know if we need it for every single
Stanley
thing.
clutched the bucket tightly
go
to his
this way.
chest and entered the door on his left.
Is there anything new here? No, it goes the same way. Weird noises. Ooh. Trust the completionist instinct. There will be a reward for finding them all. But we know small floating objects have appeared across the office. We have synergized our resources to ensure they're retrievable. Damn it, I knew it was going to go fast. How can you tell we spotted one? What makes them float in the air? Who took these pictures of them? See, these are all things I would question as well. But I don't question them. I just find them. Some are both red and blue. Stairs are something nearby a fireplace. Set it associate. Oh wow! It shows you where they are. Cause they get I think that's what. Yeah, with the boxes. Okay, stairs. Something to do with stairs. Somewhere we're both red and blue. Nearby a fireplace. A private but smelly place for an important person. The boss's bathroom. The boss's bathroom. Room closet. The boss's bathroom. I'm getting obsessed.
Coming
with
to
this.
a staircase, Stanley and the bucket
real
walked
obsessed
upstairs
with
to
it.
the boss's office.
The boss's office. Here. I knew it. I knew you were here. Money in the morning, money in the evening, money for breakfast, Mooney Crisp. You're here, buddy.
Another miniature Stanley figurine. This, you know, there really must be a snappier name for these things. What about mini stands?
Mini stands. I like Stanley
What
figs.
about Stanlerines? Yes.
Stanlerines
I
is
like
even
that.
better.
Another Stanlerine under your belt.
Yes. God, I wish I looked at him more. The essence of a Stanlerine is too much. More than the eye can handle. Okay. Let's go check if that crossed it off the list. It didn't. But I feel like it's downstairs. Red. I hear a Stanlerine. Hello.
Okay, I'm going back to the name of these little Stanley figurines.
Why?
And now I'm torn between
And why does he look so
Stanlerines
depressed?
and Figlies. What do you think,
Figlies.
Stanley? What name better encapsulates the intrinsic sense of happiness that you get from seeing a small number in the corner of your screen go up by 1? Let me
I
sit on
don't
it.
know.
I'm sure it will come to me.
Kind of liked Figligs, but I like Stanlerines better. I'm not gonna lie. Stanlerines
But Stanley
might
just couldn't
work
do
better.
it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss,
Dude, I don't
admitting
even
he
care
had
about
left his
listening to him
post
anymore.
during
I
work
just- I
hours.
just
He
need to
might
walk
be fired
forward.
for that. And in
This is
such a
too much.
competitive economy,
Oh,
why
I'm in the
had
loop
he
one.
taken that risk? All because he believed
pretty sure I'm
everyone
in the
had
loop one.
vanished.
This is what I was
His boss
hoping
would
not
think
to
he
be
was
at.
crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley.
It's looping.
Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy.
It's looping.
He looked down at the bucket in his arms. Am I
Yes,
crazy?
Bucket.
He asked the bucket.
Bucket,
the
how
bucket
are
returned
you?
his gaze,
Bucket, I'm
but
good.
said nothing at all.
Bucket, we are fine.
That's
Bucket,
strange,
help me
Stanley
right
thought.
now.
Usually
Please,
the
Bucket.
bucket is a
Who
source
are
of
you, Bucket?
guidance and wisdom for
Coffee.
me in difficult times such as these.
Someone said that the coffee
He
machine
held
was
the
gonna be
bucket close,
important.
yet felt none of its familiar reassurance and comfort.
Yeah,
And
Bucket,
that's
you're
when
supposed to help
Stanley
me.
realized, this
I'm
isn't
alone.
my bucket. It's just a normal, everyday
Oh
bucket.
my
Someone
God.
else's bucket, perhaps.
You
How did I
replaced
end up
my
with someone
bucket.
else's bucket? This is all terribly wrong.
I'd be
Surely
enraged.
no good would come from this. Who
Where'd my
knows
bucket
what
go?
sorts of bizarre hallucinations Stanley might experience without the psychologically grounding presence of his bucket. And indeed, now
What would
he
have
noticed
happened if I
the rooms
didn't
were
come here
empty,
with the
which
damn
was,
bucket?
of course, very odd. And now he felt himself floating off the ground.
Oh, I'm flying.
Gracious.
I'm
he
flying. No,
exclaimed.
no, to the
Without
door.
my bucket,
I'm
I've
flying.
gone truly mad. Where is it? I must find
Flying
it.
bucket.
Far off in
Where
the
are
distance
you,
now, he heard
bucket?
it, calling to him.
Bucket.
Stanley!
I
Stanley,
feel your
it's
presence.
me,
I'm shifting.
the
What is
bucket.
happening? The
Could
bucket.
it truly be? He rushed
Where are
forward
you?
from room to room,
Here,
passing by
here,
one
you're not the
bucket after
bucket.
the next.
You're not the
None of them
bucket.
were
I
his.
know my
None
bucket.
of them were
I'd
his
feel the
special
bucket. If I bucketed
Come
the
to
bucket.
me,
Bucket.
Stanley! Find
What is
me!
happening? This doesn't
He
even
had
make
to
sense.
find the bucket. He had to return to his old
Bucket.
friend. It was the
Where
only way
are
to truly
you?
restore his sanity. And then suddenly, he froze dead in his tracks.
Oh,
He knew where the voice of the bucket had been coming from. The real bucket was inside of him all along.
Let's go inside myself.
It was
this is about to get real weird.
Stanley doubled over
I'm about to give birth.
And blacked out.
To a bucket. How did I put it in me? I don't know. It's kind of freaky.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Who?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other.
But I don't know who that is.
Got dressed, picked up her bucket of comfort and security, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town, talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. Right away, she knew what the problem was.
That's so silly.
This man had no bucket. Of course he'd gone mad, ranting and raving about a narrator describing all of his actions and how everything is predetermined and free will is an illusion and it's all just a video game. It could all have been prevented if only he'd taken his bucket with him. Perhaps he didn't even realize he'd forgotten his bucket at home in the first place. How cruel the world can be.
I'm seeing parallels.
And she hugged her own bucket even tighter. But of course, she had no time for this. There were a myriad of confusing problems she would soon have to confront at work, for which her bucket would provide absolute guidance and total clarity on everything. Heck yes, she thought to herself, my life kicks ass. And she backflipped all the way to work.
Can I see that? Is there any way? Or do I not get to see? Okay. We'll do one more bucket.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Decide not to take
what could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
Or maybe
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
The good old bucket. Just Stanley and the bucket. Off on another thrilling adventure together.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Again. I'm intrigued. I'm burping as well. Okay. Nearby a fireplace. Somewhere both red and blue. What colors mix to be red and blue? I don't know. Stanley's artist rendering. Where are they? Please do not leave the office before writing pack. Blah, 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 blah. Ideas. They did figure out like where every single one was. Is this some kind of game? There must be a point to this. The buckets, the Stanley's, the looks like a 927. What does that mean? This is a picture of me. Do they know? 5 there be. Just take it from me. Gotta collect them all. There'll be cleaning of this wall required. I want them so much. Yeah, me too. So, I don't know where a place that's red and blue would be. We're gonna have to do every single
thing. Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
I know there's a fireplace here, no? Maybe? Oh, no, there isn't. Oh, wait, there is.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire, if not for the soothing presence of the bucket.
Thank you, bucket.
Even now, in his darkest of hours, did the bucket's warmth and guiding light pierce the dark clouds of confusion and chaos. It would be with him always. The bucket would.
Thank you, bucket.
And he knew it. The two of them were inseparable.
This bucket enhances my life.
At this point, Stanley was so absorbed in the tender spiritual connection he shared with the bucket that he didn't notice the keypad behind the boss's desk. Nor in his bliss of simply being near the bucket did he have any notion that the pin number for the
what's
keypad
the pin number?
Was 2845.
What if I just don't? Will we get into more bucketness? More bucketness. More buckets.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
Okay, let's not do that. 2845.
But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck.
Yes,
was it the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
This is where a fireplace is, and it's not here somehow. Ooh, a A. How does one get up there? I could feel secrets. Surely there's a way to get up there. Surely. Fireplace. No. Why else would there be a tunnel? That's what I think. Oh, never mind. It's right here.
You're getting close now, Stanley.
I have
You've
one
nearly
more.
gotten all of the Figler and Marines. Very soon, you'll collect the last one. And then the first number will equal the second number. And that will be it. We'll be different people by then. Different in the sense that we used to have none of them. And now we have them all. You can't go back to when you had no Figler and Marines. None of us can. I don't
like that name. I'm actually quite disappointed in that name. But okay. Some are red and blue. Red and blue. Some are red and blue. Some are red and blue. Where would that be? Does anybody know where
the
some are red and blue
raced downward, plummeting towards an unknown fate. It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket. Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right. The bucket is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine.
One second. Okay. I'm opening this up on my phone again. Okay. All right. We're here now.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
Escape.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley and the bucket would both meet a violent death.
Well, if it's what
the
must
door behind
happen,
them was not shut. Stanley and the bucket still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
Tells me we're not really going.
At this point, Stanley and the bucket were knowingly walking forward into a very painful death for each of them.
These things happen. There we go. All right, this looks red. Red, and where are we? Red. A ride. You know how big of a fan I am of rides. My name's Stanley, and I like rides. Look at the crushing ride.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley and the bucket inched closer to their demise, Stanley reflected on how meaningless the bucket's warmth and comfort had turned out to be. To be sure, it puts the mind and the soul at ease to embrace the bucket. But what use is a sense of ease when you're about to be crushed to death? This is what Stanley thought to himself, and he sort of kicked himself for wasting so much time carrying a bucket everywhere. Farewell, Stanley.
Well, goodbye, everybody. Good morning. Oh. Oh,
farewell,
nice.
Stanley, cried the narrator,
as
Stanley and the bucket were led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws.
What happened to my British man?
In a single visceral instant, the bucket's life came to an end as it was crushed violently to death.
Jump scare. Oh, wait, no. I'm free. They'll never get me. The Stanley Parable.
It was a shame, the death of such a magnificent bucket. It's true that all buckets are radiant in their own way.
What is this?
But this one stood above the rest. It was a glorious bucket to behold.
Is this heaven? Welcome to the grand exhibit. You are standing at the precipice of knowledge. Much like the bucket itself, the human mind is frequently empty within a cavernous void, but through the use of the exhibit in front of you, the mind becomes full and enriched and substantiated. Knowledge of the bucket and its history is the only true knowledge we could really have. Oh, this is struggling. This is making me struggle. I can't handle this. Will you take what you learn here? Will you out into the world? Will you accept with an open mind what may be challenging about the information in the exhibit? Will you change? The the lives of yourself and loved ones as a result of the exhibit, or will you turn a blind eye and continue to live as you were in ignorance and darkness? The bucket.
Can you see how arrogant it was for Stanley to take a bucket like this and to claim it for his own? Can you see the hubris that blinded him? Can you see that the bucket is far more noble than Stanley will ever be in his short life?
Well, I don't know about that one. That was a little mean, actually, narrator. I'm taking a screenshot of that for the road. I swear this was an ending before. It's just completely now buckets. A bucket with 2 handles. Wow. For the purpose of what? It's too reckless, too experimental, too dangerous. Inferno bucket. A replica of the Inferno bucket, which in the medieval era was so powerfully alluring that it drove dozens of nations to war with one another for control of it. Billions died, and yet, in spite of it all, the simple fact remains, no one can control a bucket. But isn't that the people's issue? The stress bucket, an analogy. Presented without commentary. That's why I didn't say a thing. Ooh. Oh, yes. Because, you know, back then they used to use buckets all the time in cave time. Metal buckets specifically with handles.
No man can own a bucket, and certainly not a bucket as dazzling to behold as this one.
I don't think I own a bucket.
It is man who should kneel before the bucket.
The hanging bucket. Oh, the pit. This is exactly what I needed. Bucket. Did I grab it? I think I grabbed it. It felt right.
But there is something we can do. Something we can do together, you and I, that will right this terrible wrong.
You'd fill the bucket. Oh.
Let Stanley die. Let him be crushed by the machine. Don't reset the game. Don't give him another opportunity to run off with another beautiful bucket. We can save the world's buckets from their treatment as tools and implements if only we let Stanley die together. The bucket shall take its place as ruler, as leader, as commander of a new world, a new vision.
Oh, that time I actually got crushed. Okay. Well, I don't think there's anything I could have done. The bucket is now dead. Well, welcome back. Okay.
My God, the bumpscosity in here is absolutely overwhelming. 1,000? You
I have 1,000 bumpscosity.
How can you stand this much bumpscosity?
It feels right. Yeah. I like the bumpscosity. I mentioned that. That was one of the first things. Figurines finding... English. Figurine Finders Community. Why can't I read? Figurine Finders Committee. Meeting today in the meeting room. It's like I read something and I want to read something else. That might be dyslexia. But it's just me wanting, like... I read this and I understand it, right? And I see it and I'm like, well... Wouldn't a better word be this one? Wouldn't a better word be this one? And I replace it while trying to read it, so it confuses me. So, does anyone understand that? Oh. Figurine Finders Committee meeting today in the meeting room. Of course it is. No bucket. Let's just walk past it today. I just don't feel like it has anything for me.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the... This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
I also kind of want to go
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was sublime, a work of art.
No.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
I don't like that way either. Let's go this way.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
This feels correct?
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please. Stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me,
I'm asking for her.
Well, I thought I would have enough time to get water and come back. It turns out that's not the truth. Turns out you'll still have some time left to sit down and fill up the cup of ice that you just got out with water. Isn't that crazy? Okay.
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life.
I will.
She's been waiting.
Yes, I will.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this.
I will. Yum, 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 yum.
Oh, Stanley, is that you?
No.
Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right.
I'm allergic to bread.
Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Hello.
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley.
If the bucket was here,
I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside.
I be hearing something else?
Let me show you what's really going on here.
Bucket. It knows all. Also,
This
I can't
is
go
a
to my
very
room.
sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Boobs. Okay. Oh, press. No, I don't want to. No. It doesn't let me grab the door, but it lets me grab your boobs? What the hell? Oh.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
And
look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now
because if I did
he's
nothing
coming
else,
back
it
to
wouldn't
work.
progress the game.
One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
Well, what happens if I do nothing? How long will I have to wait before something changes? Because I'm not waiting more than 1 minute. We have 1 minute together. Or whatever your name. What is your name? Nancy? Nancy? We have 1 minute. What do you have to say? Nothing? No? Okay. Well, what if I don't want to? Is this the only chance I get? Choice? Whatever? English? Uh-huh. Drinking water. I think this is the only choice I get. L. No. L. Okay.
But in his mind, in his mind he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him. And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly. So he went further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold. As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions, and down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable.
Telling my kids
such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
I love you, wife.
But there is no answer. How could there possibly
she's
be?
Gone.
In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one.
Go to sleep.
And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't
Have a nice desk, though.
Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
Okay, well, what happens? I'm making my own decision. Well, I'm listening to you, but I'm making my own decision to listen. I bet you something does happen. You just have to wait like a ridiculously long amount of time.
You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself? I suppose I can't, not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see.
How do you open that one?
Maybe this time. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
Uh-oh. Please die, confusion. I don't have my mouth full of ice. This is Stanley Parable, so I play with mouth full of ice.
Even now, Stanley's office was a distant memory. What did it look like? There was a computer, perhaps, and a painting. Was it a painting or a photo? He could no longer recall.
Where's your bucket? Oh, there's a bucket. I just forgot it was there. Oh, jeez. No bucket.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room,
Stanley Parable
and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Standing now in this incredible room, Stanley but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
The first open door.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Hey, this part has a baby in it. Where's the red and blue?
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go,
you don't even know, bud.
From here,
you don't even know.
Left.
No, right.
Oh, no, it's to the right, my mistake. No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute?
It's clearly through the garage door. You and I knew this.
Now, let's see, we went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Uh-huh, yes. Why is that car on? Nope, wrong.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, hmm? Okay, from the top.
Where a line happens, maybe?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Balloons.
When Stanley... Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere.
Something tells me this way is not going to have anything in it.
It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find...
I don't need this way. Well, begin the game again. Yeah, this feels more right. Oh, someone's calling. Can I pick up? Oh, here.
Hi, Stanley. Just wanted to leave you a message to let you know there's a few things I need you to pick up on your way home from work today. We need milk, cereal, dish soap, spaghetti, get a thing of sugar, some bread, and coffee beans, whichever ones you like. I'll give you a call if there's anything I forgot. Thanks, sweetie. See you tonight.
I miss my wife. Okay. Back on track. I feel like that implies that you go do the same thing again.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Stanley felt lightheaded, butterflies in his stomach, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
I think that just goes back to the thing. What if you fall again?
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Ooh, that's a lot of money.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
No, Stanley collectible. What was it called? I already forgot.
I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley.
No, I haven't.
Someone you forgot. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. And there it is. The last Stiggly Wiggly. Savor this moment,
Stiggly Wiggly, I like that the best.
This is a real accomplishment. This is doing something just for the sake of doing it. Where so many people expect to be rewarded for the most trivial achievements, you've insisted that a job well done is its own reward. I would tell you that I'm proud of you for collecting them all, but that would be like a reward, and we can't have that. So, instead I'll just say, it's done. We're all done here. And now we can go to whatever the hell you were doing before you hunted for figurines.
Do I get nothing? Really? Huh? One second. Okay. I'm replying to people. Okay, there we go. Well, let's see.
Now listen carefully, this is important.
The red
Stanley walked through the red door.
I guess I could do the red one.
Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time?
So what if I just
The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley?
Backwards.
I wanted to stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And I think I have a solution. Here,
I could crouch.
Let me show you.
Ah, yes. The solution. The black pit.
What do we want? What are we looking for?
Uh-huh.
Here. Yes.
Yes, the void.
Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley... No, wait.
No.
Where are you going?
I didn't like it. Well, what if I go back, actually? I kind of... That place looks scary. I'm back.
Right. Where were we?
Now I'm not. One more time. Ooh, colors. Okay, he didn't like that. He's gone now. He walked away. This is cool, very limited.
Oh, no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this. Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me.
Sorry,
Please, Stanley, think about what you're doing.
No.
No!
Oh.
Oh.
One more time.
Thank God. No. No, no. What are you doing, Stanley? Please, I'm asking you not to take this away from me. I can't go back to what I was before. If you die, we'll both go back. Why are you doing this?
Doesn't matter, bud. Hey-ya. Nobody's at home.
Stanley, let's go back to the other room. Can you do that for me?
We have to go check out the room one more time.
Yes. Perhaps you can. Perhaps you finally see what I'm talking about.
What? What is this? Aurora Borealis?
You'll see that we can't be happy if we leave this place. You can see that, can't you?
No. I think I've decided my fate.
No. Perhaps not.
Sorry, Mr. Narrator. You know what I must do. Back up there. One last time for old time's sakes.
Is this really how much you dislike my game? That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You were literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy. Am I reading the situation correctly?
Yes. Boom. Oh, come on.
Maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. I don't know anymore.
This is just sad.
I just wanted us to get along. But I guess that was too much to ask. It looks like you wanted to make a choice after all. Well, this one is yours.
All right. Time to do it one more time. Goodbye.
Is it over?
I think so.
It's going to restart, isn't it? I'm going back.
Oh, there we go. Ah, yes. What a beautiful day. Oh, what the fuck?
Stanley, I'm sorry.
Whoa.
But I have to put a pause on things. It's those figurines. Those figlets.
The figurines.
I haven't stopped thinking about them since you nabbed every last one.
Yeah, me
Wasn't
neither.
it just the most intrinsically fulfilling moment of your entire life? Didn't it fill you to the brim with inner richness?
I thought it was amazing.
Yes, I know we're supposed to be telling a story, but won't you please indulge me with one more trip back to the memory zone?
Oh, yay.
I would love nothing more than to revisit the figurines. Just one more time.
I miss the figurines. I don't know why I'm looking out for more. We collected all of them. Now remembering when Stanley found the collectibles. Yes, I remember them all vividly. Stanley Parable. Collectibles. Into the floor. The first collectible I ever collected.
Here's where it all began. The first collectible.
Yes.
Back then, we had no idea of how many of them we'd find. Sure, it said 6 right there on the screen, but how could we know for certain? We were so innocent. We'll never be like that again, Stanley.
I think I can. 7. Narrator, you need to say something. You need to say something, narrator. I just got my 7th collectible. This is amazing. This feels correct.
And here was a second Stanley. You found this one
my
all on your own,
That's what it was
just
called.
by poking around in the warehouse. You did that, Stanley. I'll be honest. Back then, I had no faith in you to find any of them, let alone 6. But you continue to surprise me in all sorts of mundane, unremarkable ways.
That was fucked up. Ooh, magician. Boss is bad for him.
Let's do a little quiz. Which of these rooms was the room you found your 3rd mini Stan? Can you remember?
Well, I know it was the boss's thing, because that was the first one that I would come up to in that path, I'm pretty sure.
Hey, that's exactly right. It was here in the boss's bathroom. It was the 3rd one. You picked it up, and then after that, you had 3 of them. I'm glad these moments are so crystal clear in your memory, but I shouldn't be surprised. After all, science tells us that it's impossible to forget your 3rd time doing anything.
Thank you. I appreciate it in the chat. I don't know what's happening.
Let's see. What came
next? This is so weirdly Stanley Parable. The apple pink room. This might be my
yes, we found
room.
a Figley in this pink room.
No, I did
well,
not.
I can't actually say I remember being in this room, but it's here in the memory zone, so it must have happened.
This never happened. For some reason, my memory's lapsing. I have no clue why. These things happen. I have Alzheimer's. Many a case. I did not collect this one next. I got the staircase.
This was the 5th mini Stan, and this one was really something special. It was behind the boss's office. I remember it so clearly. In fact, because this one is particularly special to me, I made a little video to commemorate the occasion. Enjoy.
Where's the video? Oh, how you found it. What is this 2006 YouTube video? Maybe earlier. What's that over there? Oh, green arrow and everything. Oh my goodness. Stan Loreen and maybe, I don't know, 320? Maybe a little less? 1 something? Whatever it is. Is it 370, I think, actually? I don't know. You found it behind the boss's office. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Where's the lick and subscribe? Oh, the credits. Best boy?
Takes you back, doesn't it? I spent a lot of time making that video, but it was 8 minutes I wouldn't have spent on anything else.
8 minutes? That would have taken me an hour to edit, clearly. Alright. Clearly, we're going insane. What the hell?
And then, Stanley, we came to the last collectible, the final figurine, right here by the red and blue doors. This memory is the most distinct and clear in my mind.
I don't even want to collect it. It's
because
so beautiful.
It was the one that happened more recently than all the others. Who can truly say how the mind works? All I know is that this is the moment where you picked up a Figley and I thought to myself, yes, that's all of them. They're all collected. It was a moment unlike any other. Except for the other moments picking up figurines, which it was exactly like.
Oh, what does it? Okay, it goes the same way. I like that. That's interesting. I wonder what this would have looked like if we would have went in a completely different order. You are in the present.
And then there was no more. Because we've caught up to the present moment. Nothing left to do but move on into the future. Goodbye, memory zone.
I don't know how I feel about this.
No, I'm not done. I'm not ready to move on. Stop the loading screen. Isn't there some way we can stay here, keep enjoying these figurines? Let's just go backwards.
I think you meant to say
We'll do the memory zone again from the opposite direction. See how that feels.
What are you? I'm doing it backwards now. And if you're out of good finger ring, then you like and subscribe.
Okay, yes. The room with the red and blue doors.
Yes,
I remember
beautiful.
this.
I do remember
I must say, of all
it's
the
giving me
figurines we looked
nostalgia.
at in
Can
our
we
initial
please
tour
go
of
back
the
to the
memory
pink
zone,
room?
this one
Something
is the
about
most
the
distinct
pink
and clear in my
It
mind.
felt right.
Let's keep going. I want more.
I understood it. One more time. Can we see the video in reverse,
And here's
please?
where I made that video. Don't you remember the video we watched?
Yes, let's watch it again. Yes. Hey, oh, yep. Amazing. Box off. The best way.
Yes, I love that video.
I'd watch it 100 times over. I should do a live stream where I watch it 100 times over and over. The pink room.
Still don't remember the pink room, Stanley. Still no memory of this one. Good room, though. A solid room.
I have absolutely no remembrance of this room. Remembering of the room. I do remember the
These really
shitter.
were a treat to hunt down. You know, if there had been any kind of reward for finding all of these, it really would have neutered the intrinsic joy of collecting them. I'm very
I think
glad
I'm getting
we
a reward
resisted
right now.
the temptation. Next one.
New content. Okay. Over here. Where's this pit? Ooh. And I didn't get to see what's over here though. Sonny tells me he would have told me to go over here and been like, no, Stanley, you're fucking wrong. And then I would get bullied and called an idiot sandwich. That would have been sad, wouldn't it have been, guys?
This was our
Okay,
second
back up
figure.
here.
Don't you remember? Yes, I remember it too.
Yes,
The past is
I
truly
remember.
a wonderful thing.
I remember the
Why does anyone
figgies.
ever choose to leave it? Keep going.
I hope we get to do it one more time. The first
This is
figgy.
it. The very first one we found in the
first
exhibit where I
Stanley.
introduced you to the figurines. Oh, I want more memories, Stanley. I want
Yes.
to keep going. What else
One
is
more
there?
time.
What came before this?
Honestly, I don't remember. I literally don't remember the first time. Collect them all. Oh, the museum. Yeah, I did forget about the museum. Look at this. Someone has an obsession. And the room with the jumps. Do I have another jump left?
Look, it's the terrible new
Oh, I don't.
content that we were originally sold on. I remember hating it back then. But
I still
time
hate it.
does put a rosy filter on everything. In fact, I dare say I'm actually quite fond of it now. Look
No,
how much fun
no,
the
not.
past is.
I
want
got
more.
to jump like 20
More
times.
memories.
It was not that good. Just to warn everybody, it was not good.
Oh, yes.
Two choices.
The two doors. Who could have forgotten that? A classic memory, this one.
I'll go right. And then my office.
And before everything else, there was your office.
But what was before this? That's the real question.
Is there anything else? Was there something that came before your office?
Surely.
There's something I feel I can remember. I can remember.
Oh. What is happening?
Yes, I'm remembering something now. I
Something
remember before
before.
this whole story got started. Back then, I was different. I used to make big decisions. I was passionate. I was skeptical. I weighed each decision with profound thoughtfulness. And then, somewhere along the way, I stopped making decisions. I became
you
lazy.
made me
and I
make
came
decisions.
up with a character named Stanley to do my thinking for me. He would make the decisions.
I'm
he would
getting
decide
sad
which
lore.
way to go.
Sad lore.
I would cheer him on as he collected figurines for no reason.
They're
Why
called
did I invent Stanley? Was I lonely? Yes, perhaps that's it.
Figurines.
Perhaps I needed to imagine I had
Not
companionship.
figurines.
And Stanley really did make for a wonderful companion, even if he was a fiction. But I suppose it's grown old. I want to think for myself again.
I feel like this is like
I want to go back to how it used to be.
depressing.
Yes, I can be on my own again. I can do it. I'll be stronger this time. I'll take care of myself. I don't need Stanley anymore.
Well, that's sad.
But he truly was so much fun to play with. You know what? Since we're in the memory zone,
like I'm
how
unlocking
about
the true
one
ending.
more good memory? Let's go back just once. and give Stanley one more run of the office, and then I'll retire him for good. I did enjoy telling his story so very much. Okay, here we go. This is the story of a man named Stanley.
I think this is the last ending. Or something. I don't know what's happening. It doesn't feel... It's always a lie. When is it not
All
a lie?
of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I'm resisting the temptation. Let's do like the regular full.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I should do it with the bucket. I should have done it with the bucket.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
The Stanley.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Ooh, the broom closet. I can't think about it. I'll get stuck in it again.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
A special little person just joined the chat. Special little person. Cutie Woody. Okay. Now, what am I doing?
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
5?
Shocked,
No.
unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number. 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
5.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code.
I can't see now. It's dark.
Amazing.
I'm blind.
He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Right over here. Sadly, they're all gone, and we'll never see them again. What a depressing thought I'll have. Also, how many times can I press the bottom button? Alright, this is a mind control.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Mind control. Button.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
This is original
what
story.
horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
I think I do. Don't believe me? Just watch. Boom.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom
meant where am
nothing.
I? 427, that's where I am, right? Come on. Whoa, Stanley.
This mind control facility.
God, I just realized
this makes no sense for anyone. It couldn't be true.
You'd have to like know a lot about it.
Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Exactly.
No.
I'm going up.
He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable.
Is it the boss's control or Stanley's?
Was it even possible?
Or maybe the narrator's?
Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Maybe.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation.
I think I had to fight a boss.
Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
On.
Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control? Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go. Turn the controls off
what do I need to do?
And leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say 2 minutes. Now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moment each one of them is. More time to talk about you,
is it up there?
About me,
what is that? That's a 4, that's a 1.
What all this means, I barely know where to start.
Where the hell is the 3 button? Over here.
You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of silence before you're obliterated.
2, 3.
All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them.
Button hint.
I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone.
You're not blue, you're purple.
Other times,
you're
I let the
blue.
office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside,
Dude,
or I let it burn to a crisp.
I'm not gonna lie.
I have to say
I
this,
have no
though.
clue what
This
I need to
version
do.
of events has been
But it
rather
seems like
amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go.
What is happening?
But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better.
That's probably something like super
My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not?
Yeah, I have no clue what's happening.
These are precious additional seconds. Time doesn't grow on trees.
And do the button.
Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off?
This way does something.
I mean, look at you. Running from button to button,
this way
screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons. No, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button. Or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me.
That way doesn't do anything.
Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten?
I'm confused.
One solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you
there's definitely something I could probably do.
This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy.
Ridiculously
you wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first.
Press any key to send power surge. F6.
Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left.
This door was open for a second.
30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here. Just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life? Or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count. Or don't. It's all the same to me. All a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever up.
Oh. I think I might have figured out something to do there, but I didn't know how to do it in time. All right. Wasn't this supposed to be the last one?
Stanley knew the office layout like the back of his hand. It was only a matter of time before he found the others, wherever they were. Just a matter of time.
Uh-huh. Now what? I think I want the bucket. I can't resist its cravings. My cravings.
Where are we going today? The bucket asked. Stanley just smiled. Anywhere they went together would be perfectly... Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left. Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find answers. Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
I wonder if they got rid of any endings in this one.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire if not for the soothing presence of the bucket. Even now, in his darkest of hours, did the bucket's warmth and guiding light pierce the dark clouds of confusion and chaos. It would be with him always. The bucket would, and he knew it. The two of them were inseparable. At this point, Stanley was so absorbed in the tender spiritual connection he shared with the bucket that he didn't notice the keypad behind the boss's desk. Nor in his bliss of simply being near the bucket did he have any notion that the PIN number for the keypad was 2845.
2845. I'm going to remember that.
But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him?
The next time I'll remember.
This is certainly the most logical explanation.
The bucket's gonna guide me on how to do it in the last thing again. Hopefully that whole nuclear sequence will end up a little bit better. I think with the guidance of my bucket, it will know.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered.
Oh, someone sent roses. I've got 5 roses. Oh, that was nice. There we go. I didn't even notice because it didn't show up. I thought it was supposed to be cool and show up on the screen. I feel bad. They're probably not even here. Oh, well, thank you for spending.
The monitors jumped to life, and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock.
Also, what is this?
Everyone in the office was being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs.
I appreciate it, though.
The bucket had never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears as Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything would be fine.
Ooh, the bucket's about to tell me what it means.
Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well? Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do? What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place?
The bucket wants to get filled, and not
These questions raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind.
The bucket needs
to
be filled.
He screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control. Never! He squeezed the bucket tighter. His one friend in the entire world. At this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket.
Especially Mr. Boss. Okay.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place.
We're going to try again.
As the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this... But at the last second, the bucket jumped in and pressed the button to turn on the controls. Stanley gasped in horror. Had this been the bucket's plan all along? To take over the machine and claim the power for itself? How could the bucket have betrayed him like this? Stanley was prepared to throw the bucket away in disgust when suddenly an image appeared upon the enormous screen.
Oh, an image.
Birds.
Silly birds.
Silly birds. The control buttons became active again.
I love silly birds. Fly. Flamingo. Fly.
Stanley flipped through one video of silly birds after another, and then it dawned on him. This wasn't a mind control facility at all. It was a facility for monitoring and surveilling silly birds all over the world.
A weird toucan-looking
The mind
thing.
controls were only a facade
A goose.
to disguise its true intentions.
One of those herrings.
at the bucket known as
Forget or whatever the fuck.
Stanley marveled at the metal genius in his hands, the one who had pointed him towards this incredible discovery. Stanley and the bucket never found freedom because they spent the rest of their lives here in this place, living through live streams of the silliest birds imaginable.
Mind control.
Of all the possible paths his life could have taken, this one was surely the best.
This is exactly what the mind control thing is meaning to do. Show me birds. I think this might be my favorite one. They look like pissy at each other. They seem nice. Oh. All right, one more time. Let's run it again.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room to check on his co-workers. He never functioned well by himself and constantly needed support and guidance from others, so the thought of total solitude was terrifying to him. A good bucket, a strong bucket, a humble bucket, a committed bucket, a bucket of culture and distinction. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Damn it. My memory, it's not suiting me well.
Still no one was
also,
here.
We got all the collectibles.
Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find out. Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Okay. Now we try.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
5.
Crushed, but Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
I knew priorly. Let's go up. Or down, I guess. Welcome to the stream, everybody that's joining. We're doing the Stanley Parable today, as you can see. Like it wasn't obvious already, and that's why you clicked on the screen. But you know, that's what we're doing.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
There's so many options. Click.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
Correct.
What horrible secret did this place hold?
Can I go through now?
Stanley and the bucket both wondered.
Can I get the Stanley Parable fast forward button? Also, where's the pit? Okay, we're here.
The monitors jumped to life, and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock. Everyone in the office was being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs.
At least he made his way out.
The
Whoa, what is that?
had never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears as Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything would be fine.
What does 528 have to do with this? I don't know how I feel about that. Okay, I suppose. Forward. Click.
Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well? Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do?
Not like shit and piss in this bucket.
What kinds of things does a bucket want to do?
It has a wooden handle. That is like exactly the bucket.
These questions raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind.
Yep.
No! He screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control. Never! He squeezed the bucket tighter. His one friend in the entire world.
I wonder if the opposite is going to happen
At this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket.
Thank you, bucket.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he and the bucket would dismantle the controls for good. Two best friends stand.
I did it.
Stanley and the bucket waited in blackness. Was it over?
I can't see shit. Where are the birds?
Yes, they had done it. Stanley and the bucket had defeated their greatest and darkest enemy. Freed themselves from the tyrannical grip of the evil mind control machine. Freedom was now mere moments away. Excitedly, the two of them began to discuss the kind of life they wanted to live once they stepped through this massive door. The bucket wanted to learn to roller skate. Stanley wanted to sneeze in every country on Earth. Both of them wanted to begin watching a movie, any movie, but then stop it halfway through and begin watching it in reverse from the end. True, it was a simple life they envisioned, but it was one they'd lived together, with one another to lean on, to trust, to support, and to... What? Wait. What was happening?
No, the door.
Why had the door stopped? Was Stanley and the bucket not about to be freed?
I could totally jump from
An
this.
unbearable silence filled the room, lingering in uncertainty. Until finally the truth hit Stanley square in the face.
Please.
This building did not want the bucket to leave.
No.
Even the facility itself recognized the incredible calming presence of the bucket, needed the soothing warmth of the bucket.
That's stupid. It's a
would go to any lengths not to part with the bucket. No, no, no.
Stanley
can't
don't feel,
leave
people
this
feel
place.
buildings.
Not while he has such a precious bucket in his arms.
How dare you?
Not while this building has anything to say about it.
The thing.
Stanley realized he would never again leave this very room. But at least he has the bucket. To be trapped eternally in darkness isn't really so bad, Stanley thought to himself. As long as I have my bucket with me, right? I'll be okay, won't I?
This is horrible.
Stanley gulped. Very soon now, he was about to find out.
I'm alone. Oh. All right. That was the depression ending,
All
everybody.
of his co-workers were gone.
What do we think of that one?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
Honestly, I don't know what else there is to do. There's these. I want to escape through the window again, but I don't think there's a way for me to do it. Wait a minute. Did I pass it? I did. Ooh, what's for here? The roof. Interesting. I think there is a way for me to do it. Oh, wait. Did I just...
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Yeah, this way just goes this way. Let me begin the game again. Ooh.
A soft wind blew outside and perhaps rain started, and if it did, it stopped shortly after. Stanley hoped that he would one day see weather.
I'll never see weather. Where's my wife? No wife. Okay. I'm pretty sure that... Oh, there we go. Okay, outside. Hello.
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map, until he heard this narration and realized it was...
Wait a minute. I had to begin it again. We have to do it with the... What the fuck?
All of his co-workers were gone.
The bucket.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the...
The embrace of an old friend. A weathered companionship
what the hell
that
is
stands
this?
the test of time.
The office is wrong. This doesn't feel right.
Stanley pressed the bucket upon
it's cool
every
that new stuff is still happening.
Nothing responded to the bucket's touch.
Welcome to the whiteboard
but it did little to discourage Stanley's belief in the magic of the bucket.
I have dog mode on now. Yay, now when I click, it sounds like a dog. I hope this never
Stanley
ends.
clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
No, the right.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better than the meeting room?
And dog mode.
Yes,
this hurts your ears.
Yes, perhaps it truly was. How insightful the bucket turned out to be.
Thank you, bucket. Now. There's probably an ending for sitting here for 1,000 years, but I don't plan on doing that.
Never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
I didn't go see my wife with this bucket. Let's go see him.
No,
said the bucket.
Don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The
Thank you,
cargo lift.
bucket.
Good, said the bucket.
Fuck.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
You somehow got the 5 roses out of 20. Within the last, like,
in here,
thingy,
said the bucket.
Go into this dark room over here.
Thank you.
Stanley once again obeyed blindly.
Yes, in here.
Now pick up the phone,
said the bucket.
Yes, I will. I did. You didn't even need to speak
This is the sad story of a man named Stanley and his bucket. Once upon a time, I gave Stanley a bucket because I thought he was lonely and could use a friend.
Well, yeah,
and
that was
then,
quite nice.
very distressingly, he began
barky.
to believe the bucket could speak to him.
Hello, Bucket. Hello, Stanley. It's me, your Bucket. Press X to take me home to work and read correctly, Isaac. Read correctly. Okay.
The Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket was merely meant to provide the comforting glow of companionship. It doesn't literally talk and give you orders. Whatever Stanley is hearing the bucket say to him is just in his head.
Hello, Bucket. Press Z to take me back home with you. Oh, but Bucket, how can you stand to be anywhere not home? Oh, it's letting me glitch through things. Clearly, it doesn't want me to do a weird go outside the window glitch. But hypothetically... Okay. Let's go home.
Lately, I've been concerned about him. Wouldn't you be concerned as well? To see him delusional like this, obsessing over an inanimate metal object?
No.
I want to say something to him, but I don't know how I can convince him. I don't know if he'll listen
It's galvanized. The bucket is galvanized. Back to work.
Well, I'll try anyway. Stanley, can you hear me? No. Listen to me.
No, I
it's
only
just
listen to
a
Miss
bucket. It can't think.
Bucket
it can't talk. All it will ever truly do for you is effectively transfer a liquid from one location to a different location.
Or hold it
That's
forever.
It doesn't do anything else.
Don't listen to the loud man. Press K for us to go back home. Yeah. Ugh. God, I've had a rough day at work.
He's not listening. He's still taking orders from the bucket. You know, once
bucket.
upon a time, it was me he took orders from. Me he trusted and listened to. Now all he cares about is this awful bucket. This stupid hunk of metal.
Jealous. Press T to ignore anyone in your life except for me. Correct. This isn't toxic.
It's sad. I suppose he doesn't need me anymore. From now on, he's just going to cling to this bucket, this cold, empty bucket.
I've never been here at night.
Sort of shiny
and it's
bucket.
kind of safety outside.
The bucket does have a nice shine to it.
You better not get addicted. You believe I'm real, don't you, Stanley? Press R to go back home. I do, Mr. Bucket.
Yes, I suppose on closer inspection that it doesn't quite look like your average hardware store bucket. It's just a little more, what am I trying to say? Sturdier. More capable of transporting liquid.
Better?
Like it would be better at moving an amount of water from one room to another.
Like double the amount of water. Press K to relive this same day with me over and over and over.
Oh my God, what am I saying?
Thank you, Bucket.
Better at carrying water from room to room. It's a bucket. It's literally just a bucket.
But it's better.
Why do I feel some need to point out the ways in which it's
better.
So much more than just a regular bucket?
Press R to go home to work to home to work to home.
Oh no. I'm having feelings. For the bucket.
Sexy time.
No,
you're not the
What's
bucket.
going on?
Basket.
Why do I want to be with the bucket?
Oh,
Hear what the bucket has to say. Do anything it asks. What's wrong with me? I don't understand. Perhaps if I had the bucket, this would be less confusing. Yes. The bucket could tell me what to do in this troublesome situation. Stanley, give me the bucket.
No.
Give it to me. Give me the bucket, Stanley. I need it.
No bucket.
Give it to me now. Give it or else.
Oh. I think he was about to assault me for the bucket. That's insane. Narrator, go back to work, Stanley. That was crazy. Okay. I miss the bucket.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
I miss the bucket.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had... The bucket made Stanley want to be a better man and a better co-worker. In time, perhaps, he would become both of... Stanley clung the bucket to his cheek. Could his co-workers really all be gone?
Why is the music more whimsical? I feel whimsical. Okay. I'm going back. Like, now is when I go outside. Outside.
Yes, whispered the bucket into Stanley's ear.
Mr. Bucket. We've done it. We've escaped from that dull office and that pesky narrator. At last, yes. Out here in the white void, we are alone. I hate the stupid little narrator. And for the first time, I can reveal to you my true self.
The bucket began to tell Stanley of its life and its history, of the countless wars it witnessed, desecrating the land and lives of untold numbers of innocent humans, and the bucket's own complicity therein, of sadness and regret, and the many years it spent dwelling on the actions it might have taken to curb the madness and the decay,
I've had a hard
if
life.
only it had been stronger, of hope and redemption, and its crusade to uplift the stock of life for the common man, to manifest justice where none existed,
looks like eyeballs.
And the bittersweet reality of time, to see one's dreams and wishes met halfway, meted out in parcels like charity, and abandoned as soon as the warm glow of inspiration begins to dim. The opportunities to do so much more. There was so much it could have done, perhaps, the bucket wondered to itself. Perhaps if it had seen its own darkness with a clearer perception. This was way too much for Stanley.
What are you talking about?
Headache, he screamed.
You're a bucket!
Oh.
To this, the bucket furrowed its brow.
No,
said the bucket.
Not since the evil wizard Gambharata first ensnared me in his machinations as payback for the sacred amulet I stole from his treasured vaults. I was young back then and could not conceive the ramifications of... No!
Oop. Stanley screamed even louder this time.
This is stupid!
This is my precious! That's what's happened.
Bucket! This is so stupid!
God, there's so many Lord of the Rings references.
As Stanley screamed and screamed and screamed, the bucket revealed its true form, transforming into a mighty beast of untold power, its fangs glistening like...
Oh. Ooh, whoa. Am I in a kitchen or am I dying?
My God,
oh
Stanley,
my God.
You did it.
What did I do?
You saved us from the bucket. Thank God you already had all 12 emblems of sages and knew the incantations to summon their true power. Otherwise, we would have easily been overwhelmed by the bucket's power.
I'm taking a screenshot.
Speechless.
I can't believe I did that to my bucket.
You've demonstrated such bravery here today. Come, let's restart the game, and we'll agree to never again go trifling with this bucket, nor the dark magic cast away inside of it.
I can't believe I killed it. I'm going to go immediately grab it.
Stanley knew the office layout like the back of his hand. It was only a matter of time before he found the others, wherever they were.
Bucket.
Not everyone is so lucky to have a bucket, but Stanley is a very lucky fellow. Very
bucket.
lucky
Okay, what's an ending I could do that I haven't done
Stanley
yet?
clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Wow, I think we've done like 90% of them.
No one was here.
There's probably like 10 more
Stanley
that I haven't
needed
done
the bucket's
that are like
warmth
so
and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where of Stanley. Can you feel it? The broom closet. It wants the bucket. You can feel that, can't you? The aura of jealousy. It's as clear as day. This broom closet believes it deserves the bucket.
He's my sailor.
It's a bucket. It belongs in a broom closet. That's what the broom closet is trying to say here.
I mean,
it's
I
supposed
could
to
stay
go with the other cleaning supplies. Good for you, Stanley.
You can't.
Don't give in. Don't hand over the bucket. I know how hard it must be, given the pressure that the broom closet is putting on your shoulders right now, but you have to be be This is
the
your
broom
bucket.
Closet is
this
my
is
one
your
lover.
companion
The
and
only
lifelong
person that
friend.
stayed with me this entire
Can't
time.
hand it over. Oh no. We're getting into name-calling now, it seems. Is this how low the broom closet has sunk, that it has to resort to this stream of petty insults simply in order to get you to hand over the bucket? Stanley, I never liked this broom closet for a variety of reasons. Even this is worse than I had imagined.
But now I have a hatred towards it.
Now the
it wants
broom
my
closet
bucket,
has the
my
gall
special,
to imply
special bucket.
that you and the bucket are not truly deep and
Am I
lasting
catching
friends.
up with talking as much
that your
as he
relationship is purely
Am I talking
superficial
over
and
too much where
convenient.
you can't
That your
understand what
life
he's
is
saying?
so banal and meaningless that you'd feel the
It's
same sort of
Scratch,
kinship
Stream,
towards
Scratch,
any inanimate
Stream,
object
SuperCrash,
which happened to
hello?
lay in your
What's
path
happening?
in an
Is this- am I
even
speaking
partially
correctly?
enticing manner.
I don't know
Well,
what's
I'd
happening.
never.
Look, there's a broom there. There's
Go
a little
on,
mop
Stanley.
thing there. There's
Lay
a,
into it.
Tools.
Really tell the broom closet off for its demeaning
That was overwhelming,
comments.
wasn't it?
Expand on the wide variety of experiences you and the bucket have shared together. Go through each of them point by point. Share your journal entries detailing the rich emotional landscape of your feelings for the bucket.
We went to the button room, we went to the double doors.
Let him have it.
Wait, did we go to the we did go to the double doors, I think. Then we went to the other place, and then we went to Costa Rica,
okay,
then the pink
I've
room.
got you something which I think will help settle this debate once and for all. Here we go.
Oh.
There. Now it's settled.
No
buckets? More debate, no more discussion. Take a hike, broom closet, with all your meandering philosophical diatribes about the nature of cleaning supplies and their relationship to broom closets in the natural order of things.
Is there even like a normal amount of stuff in this broom closet? Like, what is this little clip plier?
All right, I've got a second sticker back here, and I'm going to slap it on as well because I think it's
property of Stanley. I didn't even notice it was on the bucket.
See,
okay.
I feel that it
property
works
of Stanley
because the sticker is
bucket.
also a bucket. That way,
if
you're ever unsure whether the thing you're holding is a bucket or not, you can look down at the sticker and say to yourself,
the game show.
It's a bucket. There really is a wide variety of applications for this sticker.
That is correct. Now what? Can we keep this forever?
You know what? I could take the name-calling and the dismissal of your kinship with the bucket, but now the broom closet is just giving us the silent treatment. And to be honest, I'm sick of the pettiness on display. You can stay here all you like, but I've had it with this impetulant room of cleaning supplies. Easily the most childish such room I've ever been in. I'll see you outside, and we can get on with the story about you and your bucket.
I think he left the room. So how long till something else happens? Or is this forever just the broom closet ending 2.0? I have bucket with sticker on it now. It also has a nice little wooden handle. I'd like to think it rotates, but that sounds really annoying. A rotating handle on a still thing that also rotates? I don't know, a little confusing. Would it be more useful or less useful? Who knows? Okay, I think nothing else is going to happen. Okay, I'm back out. I'm gonna go back in. And I'm going back out. Really? Okay. I think that's it.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
I could go upstairs to the boss's office, or I could go downstairs. And something else was downstairs. I don't remember. The scary flying room. Ooh, a note. Whoa, what the fuck? It's a little owl. Hi, Lou. Okay, I can't read that. It's too small. Okay, let's go back up. Going back up. I hope we get to keep the stickers. Was there anything over here of substance? I think it's just the elevator. But the elevator leads nowhere. Unless it does with the bucket. Going up the elevator, you know I really like elevators, but if I sit in here too long, I'll get really sad sometimes. Okay. I don't think I could handle being in the elevator right now.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
4, 5.
Crushed by the but Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
I think we're gonna have to do the same ending we've done before. Or maybe I have an idea. This is going to be a long, convoluted ending, but we'll see how it goes. We go here, and then we go back in.
Wait, Stanley said to the bucket. Can we go back up? When I was pressing those keypad buttons, there was something very intriguing about the number 3. I want to go back so I can try pressing the number 3 again.
I should make sure the number 3 doesn't do anything. Bucket, why aren't you replying to me? This relationship won't be correct unless we have clear communication. The communication is the thing that matters in this relationship. When there's no communication, no honesty.
Here we are, said Stanley. Now I'm going to try out that number 3 button. Well,
"Oh," he said, "the number 3 is such a special button. I'm having the time of my life."
Pressing it? Yes, I am.
Stanley looked expectantly at the bucket, but the bucket remained silent.
Why is the bucket
This was a shock to Stanley, who had always felt such a connection with the bucket. How was this not as exciting to the bucket as it was to him? Once Stanley had had enough of the number 3, he got back in the elevator.
Welcome to the chat. I appreciate it. Whatever that means. Damn it. The bucket. Okay, I'm going back down the elevator. Oh,
perhaps the bucket had missed something. Perhaps it had not seen how much joy Stanley got from slamming the number 3 repeatedly.
Oh, crashed I am. Alright, back up.
No, said Stanley to the bucket. "You can't go on yet. Not till you understand how much the number 3 means to me. You and I have been through so much together, and I just want you to see what I see. Feel the happiness I feel." He smiled at the bucket.
Breathe the air I
bucket
breathe.
Said nothing.
Love the love I feel. Bucket the bucket I bucket. God, again, like I was playing Grounded the other night and streaming, and I was saying the word bug so much.
"Here we go," said Stanley. "This time I'll really show you."
That I didn't
he ran
really
to the number 3.
You know when you say a word too much and it
like
starts
a
to lose
musician
meaning?
on a beloved instrument,
bug,
weaving a
I was saying
concerto
something
of
like that.
truth and passion. He wielded the number 3
we go.
like a fine artist would wield a paintbrush. He told stories through the number 3, stories of his dreams and hopes and fears.
See, that's the highest number
the
we
whole
can count
time,
to.
He looked
There's
to his
only
bucket
ever been
for
3
a
things in the
reaction
universe
of
at
some
once.
kind.
See,
Anything
if we
to
go
let
past
him
the
know
letter 3,
that the bucket
then number 3
appreciated
goes
what he was
forward, and then
doing.
we go backwards, left, right,
The
up,
bucket
down, B, A,
conveyed
start.
absolutely nothing at all.
I
Only
hate you,
silence.
bucket.
Crushed by a wave of dejection, Stanley returned to the elevator.
One more 3 for the road. 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 Okay. You think something would have happened, but no. God, this must be like unbearably annoying.
Stanley and the bucket were so close. They'd always been there for one another. Why suddenly could the bucket not connect with this passion of Stanley's? The question caused Stanley to ruminate the whole way down the elevator.
I'm ruminating.
He knew that there must be a way to get through to the bucket, to communicate fully with his dear friend. Surely there was a solution,
I like how well
mustn't there
the
be?
sticker applied to the bucket, like over its nice ridges. I never thought I would say the bucket has nice ridges, or a bucket has nice ridges, but I did today. You just wouldn't understand if you're not friends with the elevator like I am. I mean,
said
bucket.
Stanley. "I know what to do. I know how to fully express this feeling in my heart." He decided right then and there that he would hold a press conference where he would speak to the public on all matters relating to pressing the number 3 over and over.
Yes.
He would elaborate fully on what the
But
number
wait, what
3
the
meant
hell?
to
Who
him
is that guy?
and why he felt so alive
A human
when pressing
being.
it. Then the bucket would be able to see his joy through the eyes
I've never
of
seen a guy in
others.
this game ever.
It would get to see the world react
Other than
to
me
this discovery of
and
Stanley's.
that woman once.
And it would be
and
through the
that
public
bucket.
eye that the bucket would finally understand Stanley's work.
Yes.
For months, he advertised and marketed his press conference, building
When did I do
excitement around
this?
it, developing
I'm
and
like
rehearsing
having
it until it
lapses
couldn't
of
be
time,
refined a single
lapses
measure
of remembering
further.
what a bucket is.
When the big day arrived, Stanley was
Lapses of
as
forgetting I'm
prepared
playing
as he'd
Minecraft,
ever
apparently.
been
Should I do a
for
Minecraft
anything
stream?
in his life.
I should do. 33333. 427. People want to see my stuff, right?
This was
I
it.
got good comments about it
One
sometimes.
last chance to win the bucket over. One opportunity to share a true connection with a loved one.
I like this guy. An audience with the dude who came up with pizza. He looks oddly white Italian. I don't know who invented pizza, but I'm not sure if it was him.
There was no one here. Nobody had come to the press conference to hear Stanley
Alone.
speak, to listen to him talk about what it really means to press the
3.
number 3 on a keypad over and over.
I might as well jump off
He
the
was
stage.
unloved,
Oh, that's literally the name of it.
uninteresting. He was a failure.
Okay.
And in that moment, Stanley
actual
knew
name
the
of it
bucket
is
would never again take him seriously.
What it really means to press the number
There
3
would
on
be
a keypad
no
over and
connection,
over. Presented by
no
Stanley.
deeper
3 up
understanding.
and down.
The bucket merely sat
At
there
least
in
I
his
mentioned the
arms,
elevator.
indifferent. And so it began that slowly, over many years,
the two of them grew more and more distant.
Oh no.
They spoke less and less.
This shows like the real
neither
meaning
wishing
of
to state the
relationships.
obvious, that any sense of real respect between them had eroded since that day at the press conference. There would be no more games, no more long conversations about passion and pursuit.
No more
Only a
bucket
silence that consumed the space between friends.
Are those lights, or is
Stanley,
that the universe sky?
having for once in his life discovered the warmth and comfort of true companionship, was cast back
here.
into the unremarkable normalcy of loneliness.
What would happen? Oh, what if I press it number 3? Oh, I did, and it did something. Or it was really bad timing. The end is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the...
Someone was following Stanley. He was sure of it. If he checked over his shoulder now, he would surely catch them. It was only a matter of time.
Oh my god, now I'm paranoid. There was a guy. What the hell? Oh my god, it's turning into a horror game. It's turning... Is it... I think it's raining. Why is it so rainy outside? The bucket has stickers on it now.
It takes a lot of humility to carry a bucket so magnificent. Stanley checked his ego and then proceeded onward.
What is happening? I'm so conflicted. Is there weather or is there not? I think we unlocked the weather ending. I also now feel like there's a man behind me. That's giving me too much anxiety. Okay, I want to go outside one more time. Because it's raining out here. Oh.
Yes. Whisper.
Okay. Begin the game again. Oh, is that my wife?
Hi, Stanley.
No.
All of his co-workers were gone.
How many times can I reset and it just do nothing? At some point, surely it will do something, right? This feels like it should do something.
All of his co-workers...
No, again.
All of his co-workers...
No, again. Okay, I'm falling into a repeated structure.
Just a step through this door, Stanley thought to himself. That's all I need. If I can make it through this door, I can make it through them all.
One more time. Then I'll touch my bucket.
Someone was following Stanley.
No, stop
He was sure of it. If he checked over his shoulder now, he would surely catch them. It was only a matter...
Stanley cradled the
What do you have
bucket
to say?
in a gentle embrace. Protective, yet delicate. Assertive, yet compassionate.
Sly. Let. Wink. Okay, that's what I'm going to end the stream today, though. If you guys enjoyed my stream, please like, follow, subscribe, do whatever you want to do. Show some support by checking out all my other videos I have. Did a lot of very nice edited videos on YouTube, a lot of nice edited shorts on TikTok and everything. So if you guys enjoyed, check all the stuff, do all the support stuff, and I'll see you guys in the next stream. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the stream. Goodbye. The Stanley Parable!